Hello everybody and welcome back to Benjamin Magnus Plays Hearts of Iron 3. Last episode we just barely started our Summer of 41 offensive, and I was thinking in the meantime that I can't just call it the Summer of 1941 offensive continuously, so I gave it just a quick think in my head, and what I noticed is that considering Kursk is going to be the main basically point of the thrust, the biggest city we're going to try to take, is probably the most victory points too. Interesting. Kursk is worth absolutely no victory points. Two, nothing, not a single one. Okay, well, anyway, still going to, the city of Kursk is still there, so the Battle of Kursk on the German side was called Operation Citadel. I've decided to go in the same vein as that and call it Operation Bastion. So this is the Summer of 1941 offensive. This encirclement right here is going to be called Operation Bastion. I don't know why, but I just like the sound of it. Did we lose this battle, or is that still going on? Alright, still running. We're bringing in fresh troops, though. It's no big deal. Alright, so let's make sure. I actually launched this little assault down here. Figured it would just be good to get these guys some nice experience. And oh, you know what? Some of these guys are lacking leaders. Let's call that off. Actually, can we give them leaders when they're on cooldown? Yes, we can. We can give them leaders while we're on cooldown. Come on, hurry the hell up. There we go. Alrighty, let's see here. Offensive Doctrine, Battle Expert, Military Merit Order. I like the sound of that. Let's see here. This is a mountain guy, so we can open up the filters. Let's see if we can find... let's see. Winter, Urban, Forest, Jungle. Alright, we could go for Mountaineer. There we go. Mountaineer. And... oh, we already got the other guys. Okay, those are the only ones. Okay, that's fine. They're going to launch a counterattack, which is fine. I mean, half of it's coming from across the river, so I'm not terribly concerned about it. Snow eases off. Good. Now, I don't think any of these attacks are going... like, some of them are a little... the only one that it's not even some of them. This is the only one that worries me, and the only reason it worries me is because these guys had pre-existing really low organization. It's the only reason. And I'm thinking this is not going to get me anywhere. Although it does look like we're finally starting to break through. Piercing of 26.5. Armor, well, there's only this one. I can pierce the light tanks, but not the regular tanks. We can knock those guys out. Do we have CAGs nearby? Close air support? Got CAGs, CAS, close air support. I always mix the two up. I don't remember where I put them. Fighters. Fighter. What, there's one there? Oh, you know, I dragged it like this. I wonder where I put them. Oh well. Well, let's focus on the pincers in Operation Bastion here. So we have a lot of units moving. Well, we have some units moving. Let's see. Let's leave these guys out. They're just gonna hold the city for now. You guys need to go straight up here, is what you need to do. I'm not gonna give these guys too much land to cover because I don't exactly trust them to do it. Viking Division, they're getting pulled into the attack. Alright, we are already doing really good work up here. The SS Corps doesn't have a leader. Alrighty. Shit. The entire army had to get done. I know I forgot some of it. Here we go. That's a good guy right there. Sorry about that. My wife just randomly texted me and asked me a question about the next tattoo she wants to get. I don't know. I love her so very much, but she has the tendency to. It's kind of. I find it kind of funny, and actually, she'll kind of like jump into a conversation, like right into the middle of it. Like I knew what she was talking about the entire time. It's like, how was I supposed to know you were talking about that before beforehand. There's no way. No way I would have known. We are not doing very good up here. What is giving them... They have a huge defense modifier. It's planes. They have... Oh, well, it looks like most of them just retreated. Never mind. We're fine now. Probably because we just threw in our... Or what's it called, guys? Ooh, Belgrade. So that was this one. We lost 3,000 men. They lost 14,000. Now is the time where we're actually going to start running into the situation of, okay, we have some 2020s. Are you going to stay in Kharkov? You are. They're... Ooh. And, we won both battles here. We're getting into the situation where battles are going to start, you know, being more casualty-ridden. Like here, we won a battle, 7,000, but we took twice as many... Yeah, that one. We took twice as many casualties. Not... At this point, like at this point, with my manpower the way it is, it's not a big deal, but it is something I need to keep my eye out on. To make sure I don't let that happen too often. Alright, we do have a unit in reserve here. Let's see. Efficiency of production, but we don't need it. We're okay. Not at this time. Expand an airbase. Ooh, I like that. We could throw in this guy here. The beginning of this attack is going to be pretty slow. I want to make sure I don't fuck this up. So these are all panzers and motorized troops right here. So infantry, all infantry. Let's see. 20s, 20th. I like how I actually find it really funny that I was like, I have no idea where the 20th Infantry Division is, and then like 5 seconds later, I found it on the map. I just thought that was hilarious. All right, so you are actually gonna... I hate this guy, right? I want to push this out. I want to push this guy out of the line. You think I could do it? That bulge in the line, I hate it so much. Let's take the 1st Panzer Division. Is that the large? Nah, the 11th is the largest one we have. If we can attack it from multiple directions... We can probably do it. Even though it's all across the river, that much encirclement, we could probably do it. And I know it's not as good of a defensive position in that we don't have the river, but it just really pushes this notch out of the line. All right, we lost 4,000 men. They lost 11,000. All right, this is still going poorly, but we are attacking tanks with light troops here. Only one of our divisions is taking casualties, really, so it's not that bad. And this guy... Okay, good. I want to make sure. This guy does have a leader in him, right? Yeah. Supplies. Supply situation is so wonderful. Because I put a lot... Ooh! Which battle was that? Oh, that was that one. That was that one right there. So we lost 330 men. They lost 29,500 men. Alright, so... Anybody who's not already moved, like you're already moving. Everybody else already has movement orders here, so boom. All right, you're under attack. We have to wait for that attack to finish. But we basically have broken through their lines. I mean, if you could see here, we knocked through here, we knocked through here. There are some reserve units, but we are at the point where we're hitting their command structure. I was about to say, are you not? Is there 2 units here? Oh, there's a corps level. Doesn't have any combat units attached to him, so there's no point in letting him do that. Man, these guys are slaughtering the Russians. Somebody in the comment section said something like, the attack the Russians are launching, it's just, them... Yes, I know, Norton, shut up. I gotta turn Norton off. I hate Norton. It came with my motherboard. It's awful. Norton, I told you to shut up. There we go. Normally it goes away by itself in a second. Well, see, I'm not used to actually having to deal with that stuff, just because before, when when I was recording the game, recording the game the way I had before, that was my phone blowing up. That stuff wasn't recorded, and I didn't have to worry about it. And let's see, 50 manpower. This is something I was talking about before. A military hero has emerged. This has popped up at least probably 10 times so far, and 3 or 4 of those times that manpower gain was 100 manpower. And I've taken, every single time this pops up, I always take manpower. I feel like that's the best thing to take, and it's always worked out beautifully for me. All right. Straighters Raiders, the absolute spear point of this assault, going in again. Probably can do this themselves. Oh, yeah. So let's take these panzers and head them out that way. All right. All right. All these guys are going to need to get moved up over this way, because this attack is going to be successful. I'm very happy with that. I have a guy moving down here for what reason? I don't need him to move down there. Not anymore, at least. All right. The attack here has been successful, so we can launch these units up here. Let's see. Did I leave spare infantry around this area? I wouldn't call it spare, but we do have infantry over here we can use. Let's see, we've got... Ah, here is somebody. Boom, right, send him in right there. We can actually strategically redeploy him because we don't necessarily need him there. But for just for now, what we'll do is we'll take these corps, move them there, leave one panzer division behind, move the other ones up, just like that. And the wings of this attack are going to get going. They're still launching themselves against my defenses here. The beginning motions of these attacks, I'm always very nervous about. I want to be very careful, very sure of myself, make sure I don't make any mistakes. I don't believe that's actually 5. I bet there's nobody there. There's freaking nobody there. They have no armor. We should be ripping through their ranks here. You guys are hearing bloop bloop bloop. That's you guys commenting on my videos, actually. So we're still attacking here. This Panzer Division can pulled off the line when we're done. Didn't we hit? Oh, we must have moved them up. We can easily spread this line out a little bit. They're pulling tanks up this way. What we need to do is swing this encirclement up north of Kursk as soon as we can. Air order placed. Let's see. We have tons of IC, so I'm going to accept it. Agricultural industry. Since we are at war, the supply with food became essential for victory. Industrialize the farms. Yeah, that's easy. That's an easy choice right there. Boom. 100. Look at that. In this episode alone, that's events that have given me 150 manpower. Just in a few minutes. Alright, so they abandoned their attack here, which means let's take our SS divisions. Boom, straight north. The SS tanks did not get there, weren't completed in time, but they will be there. A lot of these units are spent. They will be there by the time this initial offensive is over, so they'll probably be in combat by the end of next. Oh, here he is. By the end of this offensive, by the end of Operation Bastion, and definitely by the winter. Yeah, just launching themselves against these guys. Oh yeah, and I was telling that story. Somebody in the comment section saying that with the Russians' attack were just like the Russians, charging whole hog, across rivers, through blizzards, into cities, and the Germans just kind of like with one hand lazily like firing from their defenses while smoking a cigarette or playing an instrument on the other side. Our Sid did win this battle. Casualties were high, but not, terribly high. So, amphibious light armor designs, nice. Allows construction of special purpose armor. Payment received, money and supplies. Payment received again. Money and supplies again. Oh, okay. Hitler and his generals. Alright, let's see. One of two will happen. Until May of 41, National Manpower Modifier, Land Organization, Supply Throughput, Army HQ gain, or IC production, land builds. Okay. Alright. And yes, we are going to build our Special Warfare Training Center. Right, these are the Tigers. I mean, we blew a hole straight into their lines. I mean, there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. We knocked a hole in their lines, and it's a biggin. It's a nice biggin. It's a big one. Got more SS units coming up. How's this combat going? We could probably get it going a little quicker by throwing in a little bit more. Just to speed things up for me a little. Just to get a little... Ah, there we go. Speaking of speed, we sped things up right there. We do have an infantry division moving up there. Nice. This battle is almost won. That battle was won. Alright, you are attached to this guy. Yeah, that definitely freed up some... Now I have 3 guys stacked here where I don't need 3 units. I mean, they're starting to have an effect on my 1 division here, but just barely. Veteran unit opportunity. We're going to go with Wehrmacht. I mean, we have units we can move in if we need to, but I don't think we're going to need to. Alright, so now let's... we have an infantry unit moved in, so we can move these guys up. What I'm going to do is surround Kursk and immediately attack it to see if we can get an easy win, basically. What I like to do generally is leave the army corps behind at some point. Somebody needs to stay behind and guard it. These are all panzers, though. I mean, there's not a lot of infantry here, so it looks like we're gonna have to try to guard the flanks with panzers. Although that's perfectly fine because we do have a very, very, very many. Oh shit! Oh shit! I didn't mean to do that. Oh, I thought the battle had ended. Damn it! Damn it! I just gave those guys a huge cooldown. Well, not all of them though. That's okay. So okay, that's not too bad. Not all of them. Boom. You. Let's do this. Move one of these infantry units up here. Good. Good. Couldn't really ask for this to go much better. I mean, let's move some. Let's Spring Mud starts to clear. Sunlight at last. Let's move these units. This guy in. This is a really good infantry division. If we want to, if we need to, we already have infantry divisions here. We can move up as well. They are attacking me here. It looks like. Let's move up our panzers, and I'm gonna let's see. Let's grab 2, 3 divisions. Move them up here. We'll leave 2 right there. Alright, we have plenty of infantry moving up here. I cannot wait to see how this goes, because it's going well so far. Sometimes I sing what I do. Armament. We can take that one off. Aircraft prototype evaluation. That's a good tech right there. It gives you lots of good surface defense and air defense for a lot of different units right there. Alright, so we made it up here. Now, this is interesting, because there's very thin defenses now that we've busted right through there. So what we can do is launch an offensive and try to get... What I'd like to do is surround Leningrad and get the Finns involved. What we're going to do is go like this and see what happens. See how these battles are going. Let them unfold for a moment. Alright, and then... one Broslaw. This one I was thinking was probably going to be the worst, just because it's in forest and there's a little fort there. Probably knock that off. Is that the battle? Where is it? Ah, it's right here. Actually cancel this. We really don't need it. I've actually had my fighters and a lot of planes standing by, not doing much yet, just so that they can rest. They were fighting pretty hard through the winter. All these units can move up. Yeah, right there. That's fine. Move up. We have infantry moving up there. Won that battle. These guys are fine. Why are you trying to move? No, just stay there and defend. Alright, they canceled this battle. Oh, yeah, I remember seeing that one. We won down here. Some of these units get a little worn out, But I mean, they're not even coming close to breaking through my lines. What I'm thinking of doing here along this front to try to relieve some of these units. I mean, these guys can actually... Well, I'll just let them keep moving at whatever speed they think they can get there at. What is this? May 6th. It's going to be a month for to move one province. I'm okay with... well, let's see. Which one? That one's not really doing too good, so why don't we call that off? That one's fine. But those ones are not good. Alright, don't want to waste lives. We don't need to. So we can bust through right here and then flank them, and then that'll be better attacks. Those are better attacks. Attacking very well right here, it looks like. 91. Yeah, we're going to break through. Not without too much difficulty. Now we have a lot of units stacked up right here, so we should probably do something with them. Let's see, make sure they're all... Yeah, they all are attached properly to a command structure. So we're going to knock this little salient out right here. We're going to grab these 3 units. We're going to launch them against those tanks, and we're going to support the attack from across the river. This is kind of my... Well, when I launch an attack on Leningrad, what I usually like to do is... Let's say, I think that's a lot better than it's letting on. I usually like to have a general offensive in this area as well, just to kind of keep the pressure on them as best as I possibly can. And some of these units are actually really easy to attack because you can hit them from multiple directions without having to worry about leaving gaps in your lines. Now let's see, we can do... Let's grab and support the attack on some of these places like that. And then you... Well, let's see how these unfold. And we got to pay attention to what's going on up here as well. Right, so you're both moving up, infantry moving up. You're going to stay there. You're here, you're there. Good. Attacks have faltered all across the line on their part. That one's not going too well, but we can open up another front with a support attack, and that might help out a little bit. I generally find when you're going towards Leningrad, a lot of times what happens is there's really, really tough battles in the approaches, but once you get up there, it's just like, you just crack their lines wide open, and you can just waltz right in. Well, not into the city, mind you, not into the city. You can waltz into the area around the city. Alright, so they're launching counterattacks like they always do against my spearheads. I just have to wait for them to die down. And then we can invest Kursk. Let's see, the cooldown on these guys is 18 hours. These panzers will arrive on April 10th, so tomorrow, about 20 hours away. They're launching a pretty ineffectual attack across the... Are you still trying to move, or what? What are you doing here? Yeah, you can go there. You can move over here, thank you. Alright, here we go. Let's grab 1, 2, 3 Panzer divisions, launch them straight north again. This northerly direction is where we need to go, and we split off just like we talked about, and we're gonna go around Kursk. We're gonna make so what I like to do is, you know, it seems pretty effective to me so far, is you go around the city, and then you know, if you're lucky, they won't be able to get anybody into it to defend it. Load, like, damage, whatever. So we left... Looks like we left that open. Let's see what we can do. We have infantry moving up to that spot on the line to make sure that it stays closed. Let's grab some cores here and move them over there. They'll move quickly. And they do have some combat capabilities. Move these tanks up. Good. Infantry up. Is that really a 20? Did they move? Ah, they moved some more units in. They did move some more units in, I think. Alrighty. Now we can continue our attack on this side here. We're going to launch it with these 2 Panzer divisions right there. We can... I wanted to give this guy a chance to rest Well, we can have him support the attack, because I do need the extra oomph there. Battle of Broslaw. Is that this one? No, is that this one? Broslaw was a scene of very, very many battles. You can get out of there. We don't actually... I hate actually accidentally leaving these guys in the combat, because a lot of times they get knocked around a little bit. I don't believe that they're doing 55 here in this attack. Yeah, 17, more like it. So we're attacking, they're counterattacking. We actually won some of these battles. We can try to surround Minsk. They're counterattacking here. Is this No, that's planes. That's why we're not doing too good there. Who are you? Who are you and why are you not attached to anybody? 11th Corps. The 11th Corps need... Whoa, that's a whole... You know where the 11th Corps is needed right now? Well, chances are they're going to be needed right over here. I was about to say I could throw them in right here, but I think they're more needed up there. Just add the elite light infantry onto these units. I think that's a good idea. Boom. Squeeze them on over like... And then... Move those guys up there. You are no longer holding a spot on the line, are you? Interesting. Right up here. This attack is going pretty damn well so far. I am thrilled. So all of these units are going to move on up. You're going to move on up. I have all these units over here ready to go. So let's see, we just need to leave you here. Move you guys up this way. Oh, this is going to be good. This is going to be good. I don't know how many units are in this encirclement here, but it's going to blow a hole. A big hole. I can already feel it forming. Because they don't have a lot of units that are, like, capable of doing much to stop me right now. I mean, there's a little bit of resistance here and there, but, I mean, we're really wrecking through them. Let's see. Let's grab some panzers and move them here. I feel a big breakthrough coming. A big breakthrough. And I am loving it. Operation Bastion has been a success so far. I mean, we're in the opening stages. We're just in the opening stages, but Operation Bastion is getting off to a good start. And we have a lot of infantry that we have free to do our secondary pushes to, up towards Leningrad. I'm pretty happy with that. Rolling artillery barrages. I'll make sure there's nothing up here that I'm missing. Just that old stuff. Alright, are we going to break through here or what? 1.8. Come on. I don't know why we're having such trouble here. I feel like we should be breaking through these lines a lot easier. Is it a forest? It's woods. Maybe that's it. Alright. Let's leave. We gotta leave someone behind, so some infantry. Everybody else move up. Yeah, there's a lot of units here. And Moscow is far, but not that far away. Let's see, you move on up. The encirclement is going. These guys are going to follow this river right up here. And these guys are going to come right up. I was planning on shooting over this way, like right after Kursk, but I think I can expand the encirclement a little bit and still get everybody I want in it. Are we actually moving? I think we are, but we're just under attack as well. Ooh, and I forgot to check something. I think it was like if you currently set to neutral. Tactics control is off setting. Settings are taken from HQs above us or default to neutral. The level advises your leaders on what type of tactics they should use in battle. The more aggressive, the quicker battles will go. It will be more risky. So why don't we make them... Because we're in an offensive action right now. So why don't we set that to offensive? Take your risks all you want. That's the whole army. Go on the offensive. So they'll use more offensive tactics. But with that was a little tip someone mentioned in the comments in the comment section to me. With that, the successful launch of Operation Bastion, we are going to leave it here. So if you have enjoyed this, just drop me a like, leave me those comments right down below, and if you're interested in more Benjamin Magnus Plays Hearts of Iron 3, just subscribe to this channel, and I'll see you next time.